Welcome to today's stream. Go ahead, post, let everybody know I'm live. So give me a second. All right, gotta turn my TV down because I don't want it to be all loud and stuff. Hey, what's up, Sky? How you been? All right, let me go ahead, close out this stuff. Okay, let's get into this stream. Trying to get Series S for Christmas and Elgato. I see because I have the Series X, but I heard the Series S is good. I actually heard that the Xboxes is better than the PlayStation 5s. I was gonna try to get a PlayStation 5, but I'm like, if what I have is better, I don't know. I'll wait on it, but no promises. I'll probably end up getting the PlayStation 5 anyways. But I definitely need to get me a new Elgato capture card. I need to get one that runs at 4K quality. I've had mines, I think, for like the past. How long have I had mine? Since 2015, I think. It was like the HD 60. Yep, HD 60. That's what I should have did. I should have went and bought a capture card instead of sitting there. What did I buy? I bought shoes. Bought shoes and some other stuff.
Welcome back, Tyler.
Alright, let's see what things I can do today in this game. Trying to get the HD 60S. Yeah. Yeah, it was either I was gonna try to get that one or I think there was another one I saw where it was like it was better than that one, but I think when I had got mine's like either that capture card was just coming out or it had been out for a while and I just didn't know about it. I just saw the HD 60 and was all like, oh, okay, let me go ahead and get that one. That actual person? Oh.
Turn right.
But yeah, they're good. Make sure you get some 4K cables with it, or HDMI cords. Oh, that's a real person. Or it was is this game playing offline?
You have arrived at your destination. Turn left.
But yeah, make sure you definitely get some 4K HDMI cables because it makes it run a lot smoother.
You have arrived at your destination.
I'm about to switch to oh, I got Will Spin. They don't usually give me nothing good, but I guess I'll take that. Add more to my car collection. I got to switch to that Jeep because that Jeep helps. Or yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to this. I gotta get 4K HDMIs. Channeling cord for it. Yeah. I don't know what the chat link cord is, but I'll look into that because I might need something like that myself. But yeah, them 4K HDMI. Because when I think you was here for the times when I was like going off about how the screen would just randomly start flickering and like it'll like go out for a little bit, then come back on. It'll like go out for maybe like a second and then comes back on. And I was like, nah, I can't have that. That was mad annoying.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Can I do it all over again? Bro, like, just... Okay. You gotta get, like, a good head start and then try it. Bro, this is cursed. I'm not. Yeah, I'm switching back to the Jeep. Or to the Jeep. Is it underneath? Lost party to be here. Ah, yeah. I definitely might need something like that. Yeah, because I don't get why they make things like. I think this thing's on top of a building. I ain't going full with that. I don't know why they make stuff so difficult where you have to get all these specialized cords and stuff just so you can have it where it's like, oh, I gotta have it where the chat is heard, or I gotta get these specialized HDMI cables or any other extra stuff. I'm like, man, that stuff gets frustrating after a while. I'm like, dang, can I just use what I have? Or you guys just make the technology a little bit more advanced?
Turn right.
Trips me out when they do stuff like that. I'm like, man, it's like you, honestly, it has to be like the big companies just, oh, let's create these smaller companies and just make some money on the side. Like, they know they can very well add that stuff. Then they try to make it seem like that, you know, some years down the road, they're like, oh, yeah, so we finally added to where you can hear the chat in games so you don't need to get no cords for it. So, yeah, because business done probably slowed, or then enough people done bought it all, so they're all like, okay, you know, where it's up on it's like $20. That's crazy. $20 for a cord. And I'm like, bro, you guys could just add that stuff to the Xbox or PlayStations. Just make it a lot easier for people. But
Turn around.
that's how companies make their money. These big giant corporate, I swear it's these big giant corporate companies that's doing this crap. I'm like, you guys can, if the fans are sitting down thinking about how y'all can add it, then it's like, you guys are the experts. You guys should be like 10, 20 steps ahead of us. Not taking $10, $20 out of our pockets. So, it trips me out when companies, you know, and they do that stuff.
Turn right. Turn right.
It's just weird how, like, the fans is like 10, 20 steps ahead of, like, Microsoft or Sony or video game companies, like the developers and stuff. I don't get it.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, let's see. Experience the dry season in free roam. Smash 25 travel boards. Well, let's do that.
Turn
Wait.
around.
I was just at that one, so we ain't gonna fool with that. Yeah, let's go this one. I'm trying to think. I don't know if it's PlayStation or if it's Xbox. Like, you gotta get, like, some adapter so you can have, like, a Bluetooth headset added to your console. And I'm like, why won't you guys just add... Then it's funny because Nintendo got exposed on that stuff because then they came out with an update saying, like, oh, now you can have, like, Bluetooth capability, like, with your, you know, whatever it is. Like, you adding some speakers or headphones, and it's like, so wait a minute, this stuff has already been in this for all this time, and all you guys had to do was come out with an update to... Because I think even I had tried to do that when I had my Switch, and I'm like, bro, that don't even make no sense. Good Series S and Elgato, so I can make videos on Xbox rather than play PlayStation anymore. Yeah, I had my moment where I was playing on it. I have mine still, too, and I just, you know, I got it, played... the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and after that, I'm like, I'm done. Feel like I did everything. I should play Ghost of Tsushima or something, but I think I'm gonna wait till I get these HDMI cables, because seems like the quality ain't all that good. But it should just came with it, but nah, I'm like, because I think, I got my PlayStation used, so, like, whoever had it before, it's like, you should have some HDMI cables.
In 400 yards. Turn left.
It's like, yeah, once you beat those single-player games, and it's like, well, dang, like, what else is there to do?
Turn left.
That's all PlayStation is good for. Which I appreciate, but still.
Destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Might ask for a monitor too, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, definitely make sure you get a good one too. Ones that like run like maybe at like because I know the monitor that I have on my laptop, it runs at like 240 Hz. Which is like It's overall like the frames per second is gonna be crisp, but TV I got, nah, TV ain't all that. Yeah, as long as I landed it. But yeah, I realized that not too long ago. I was like, nah, I'm gonna need to get me a better 4K TV. 4K TV I got. No, it's even my TV. I'm like, you gotta buy like a Bluetooth. No, I think it was my TV. I don't even think it was my PlayStation or Xbox. No, it was my TV. Yeah, it was my TV. I had to buy a Bluetooth adapter for it, and I'm like, you mean to tell me LG is making all this money, but you can't add no Bluetooth adapter to the TVs? Like, yeah, something ain't right. It might be. I think it was one of the consoles too. I can't. It might have been the X. I think it was the Xbox One. I don't know about the Xbox Series X, but either way, like, companies need to stop doing that. So I'll go back to the caveman days, just, you know, live in a cave, hunt down tigers. So I ain't gotta worry about this stuff no more.
Your destination.
Are you serious? I swear this game is freaking clowning. Big old giant tires and it can't run up that thing.
Yards, turn left. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. Yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 200 yards, turn sharp right. Turn sharp right. In 400 yards, turn right.
I could just get this sign back here. I am in the area, so.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I don't know what more I got to do in this game to get this last barn find. Like, I ain't trying to tell nobody nothing. They're like, oh yeah, just, you know, we're not gonna tell you nothing. We're just gonna have you just keep continuously playing the game. Just pretty much like blindfolded. Get this, I'm gonna do this. All these random trees, bro. Alright, let's clear all this stuff out so I just have the signs up. Only barn finds 2 landmarks. Yeah, there's a crap ton of signs in this game.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn right.
They do not make this thing clear enough, man. It's like, if it is up here, show that it's up here. Don't have it really, like, makes it look like it's on the road.
You have arrived at your destination.
Are you serious?
You have arrived at your destination.
I don't know how they expect you to go up on top of a building unless there's a ramp, but I highly doubt there's a ramp that leads up to a building. You know, what they want me to do is, I swear this game's so weird, man. How's my dad from Myers since he didn't know what to get me? So with 240 HZ, they're like 300. Being too crazy. Oh yeah, you could probably get one. There's the 120 HZs, which is like, I think, yeah, that's like the standard. 240 though, that's like, yeah, yeah, you could go get you like 120, maybe. But because I know like some of them like run up to like 240, but that's like for, you know, like going all out. That's the one that I got. And I know my TV, it goes up to 120. So yeah, that's like, it's pretty much the standard. The more common one. Then 240 is like, okay, that's when, you know, are you a streamer, or you somebody of some sorts. But either way, either one of them works. Where's this one at? Oh.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Hey, what's up, Liz? Guys, shout out to Liz. Make sure y'all go shoot her a follow. I'll take that. I'll take that. A Tirana A9X 19 set Holden. Okay. Never heard of that car, but yeah, sure. Imagine somebody gifting you a car and you be like, I don't know what this is. Or it's a Tirana Holden, like, or Holden Tirana. Like, you ain't never heard of this car? I'm like, nope. It looked like a muscle car. Is it a muscle car? Is it a Mustang? Sure, price range. I could find a good one, not too much. If I could get 165, 180, it'd be fine. For price reasons now. Well, yeah. I didn't even know they made those ones either, but yeah. Either way, whichever one is like works nice and, you know, can get for a good price. That's all that matters.
You have arrived at your destination. Turn around when it is safe to do so. 200 yards, turn right. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
What's going on? Hey, yo, if this isn't Seattle weather, I don't know what it is. It would be just crazy sunny outside. Out of nowhere, just a windstorm, rain, darkness, Gotham City, freaking all of that stuff just starts happening for no reason. This is legit. This is not Mexico. This is like the outskirts of Seattle. Like, playing this makes me cold. Or is there a tornado happening? Why is everything... Nah, let me get up out of here. I don't know what that was. And it's only in that area. Oh, that place is cursed. That's where they, you know, practice voodoo and, you know... Like, the devil goes there just to play around. Like, that ain't normal. Stream a bit. Alright, Sky. That area was not right, and it's only that area. Oh, that place was not right. You can't even see, like, no clouds or anything where it was all that stuff. Nah, I ain't going back there no more. I didn't want to do no drifting. And you going back so far for? Dang. I don't want to do the drifting. I just want to... Watch, this thing gonna be up on top of a house. Oh, maybe not. Alright.
You have arrived at your destination.
Surprisingly.
Around.
But hopefully everybody in stream is having a good day. If not, you could talk about it.
Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn right.
Is that another dog? Hey, it's a whole dog. They owners got them out, just got them outside, ain't even trying to, like, make sure he alright. That dog is frightened. That dog done seen something. Or is this storm really following me? Nah. I could have sworn I've taken down trees of that size before, but...
You have arrived at your destination. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
I like how this car is supposed to be off-road, but all that sliding back and forth, I'm like, this don't come off as an off-road car. It's just doing way too much sliding.
In 100 yards, Turn right.
See if I can choose another car. I'm like, that car is just doing too much. But it's the only like fast car I got. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I think I'll use this truck.
Turn right.
Nah, I know I got other fast cars like off road. That's just too slow. Okay, hold on. Spawner, Super Advantage Utility. I don't know what Super Saloons mean, but I'm gonna use that. Cult Classics. No, Hot Super Track. No, I don't think Track. Rides and Customs. Rally. I know I got better cars. I know them cars ain't off-road. That car is off-road? They look like that car swims in the water or something. Look like a failed James Bond car. How is this off-road? Ain't all that good. Don't they have monster trucks in this game? they don't want me to have nothing good in this game. I use the Lambo. That car is fast. Does anybody's eye just ever start twitching for just random reasons, or is that me? Am I just weird? Cause my eye is just twitching for no reason. Like, I would hate to be on a date or something, then it's like girls are like, did he do a line or something before? What's wrong with him?
In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
That was close. Had a headache for 4 days straight. That's messed up. Do you drink a lot of water, or do you... Or were you like me when I was in high school and you, like, despise water? Hey, what's up, Uniwin? Appreciate you for stopping by. Shout out to Uniwin, guys. It's been a while. It has been a while. It honestly has. Do drink a lot of water. Dang. I would recommend, yeah, just keep doing that and resting. I hope you feel better. I'm not no doctor. If you listen to me like on medical advice, yeah, somebody's gonna get hurt. So, dang. You see what happens when I focus on chat? I get into a car accident. If I realized I was okay, I just kept on driving. I'd be like, whoop, I'll just say somebody attacked me.
Turn left.
I'll straight up lie too. called my insurance company and been like, hey, yo, there's a flying creature that flew across my car.
Turn left.
My broken foot. I know, I remember you talking about that before. Dang, your foot's still messed up? Nice car accident. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't getting into no car accident. You got into a car accident. You're the one with the broken foot.
Arrived at your destination.
I wouldn't want to live in no house like this, just out in the middle of nowhere. There ain't no street lights or nothing. I had one time to see something out in the woods. I'm running for dear life. Like, I don't like that. That is just scary. Like Mexico's version of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Senor Courage. I'll watch it.
Turn left. Turn left.
So, dang. How did you break it? Were you like
Turn left.
fighting and then you said, nah, I'm gonna hit them with this wrestling kick and then your foot just caved in? Or you were walking and then somebody like were playing basketball? I feel like you were, nah, because I think that's what I said before. You was playing basketball and somebody, you got your ankles broke, but you took it literally and actually broke your ankle. Show gave me nightmare. I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog. I was so weird as a kid. I was watching The Exorcist. Like, that's why Courage the Cowardly Dog didn't do nothing for me. Leaving in Mexico in the 70s. Okay, okay. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw they like, just like what? Just for a vacation or chilling? Fell down the stairs. Dang. That's...
You have arrived at your destination.
I feel like you had probably... Alright, yeah. Liz, if you grew up in my household, you probably would have been traumatized all the scary movies we was watching. We was watching scary movies all the time. Honestly, one of my favorite scary movies is probably something that might be a little bit too of an advanced scary movie, but House on Haunted Hills. It came out with a 90s version, and I was like, hey, yo, that movie is scary. That's a movie where I watch, I'm like, dang, this movie is kind of scary. Yeah, vacation. Okay, cool, cool. I mean, you can swing by and pick me up. I don't mind going to Mexico. I'll probably blend in with the dark Hispanic people out there, but... Chucky. Oh, I watched Chucky too as a kid. Yeah, you guys definitely would have not liked my, I've been that one cousin you've been like, nah, I don't want to go over to cousin Tyler's house. He likes watching all them scary movies like Chucky and The Exorcist and House on Haunted Hills. Made me watch The Evil Dead last year, and I still get nightmares from time to time. I did not care for Evil Dead. That was one movie where I was like, hey, yo, this is stupid. Like, there's like certain scary movies where I'm like, it does absolutely nothing for me. Now, the one movie that did traumatize me when I was a kid, and it's not really a scary movie, but they had some scary scenes, was Signs. That alien movie. I don't care what anybody says. Like, 7, 8-year-old me, he was not watching that movie. I was like, I will fight everybody in the room before I watch that movie. Made me watch The Ring. Dang. Yeah, I watched The Ring too. That didn't really scare me either because I understand it.
Take the first exit.
I think when it got to that scene where the girl was coming out the TV, so I'm like, so why won't they just change the channel? Like, I don't get it. Like, change the channel, girl's gone. Like, that was what I was thinking when I would watch that movie. I'm like, I just changed to, like, channel, like, 42, which is Cartoon Networks. I'm like, she can't come out of Cartoon Networks. Like, everybody's all like, they don't work like that. It's haunted. I'm like, I don't care. I changed the channel. Okay, Liz. All right, I might have my days where I am old, but I'm only 25. All right. I may move around like I'm in my 60s or 70s, and have body problems like but I am young. Okay, I just take a lot of naps. That's it. Friend took me to the movie theaters to see the new one. They'll be watching the funny one. To be sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to think, what movie... I don't think there was ever... No, there was the one movie. I just didn't like the fact that they had, like, a jump scare after jump scare after jump scare, and it wasn't even scary. It was just more so annoying, like, hey, yo, this is the only way you're scaring me. Like, the story's not scaring me, but it's just the loud noises and loud music that goes off that scares me. But it was this movie called Drag Me to Hell. That was the only movie I walked out of the theaters and it's just like, hey, yo, this is stupid, man. All these jump scares. Early boomers say, okay, Liz, alright. I'm not the one that, you know, then had a headache for the past 4 days. Like, you right there with me. You just might be next door in the old folks' home, but you right there with me. Five Nights at Freddy. I haven't played that game yet. I actually know. So I think I played the first one. Hold on. Do they still have them? I don't think they have them in the Xbox Game Store anymore. Or not Xbox Game Store, but the Xbox Game Pass. I think they took them out. Yeah. Yeah, they took all those games out, which is stupid. I'm like, why would y'all do that? It was dark outside, went home. Parents weren't home. Have a key. I was waiting. Yeah, you know, and you'll definitely be that one friend where I'm like, hey, I'm about to scare the life out of her. I know I shouldn't, but yeah, it'd been fun, like, you know, growing up with you. Because I just said some scary stuff. I'm like, hey, y'all hear that? You guys don't hear that whispering noise? Then I just took off running and just really started scaring everybody. They were like, nah, he hears something.
Around when it is safe to do so.
So you like, fortunate and get past the first night. So I played that game. I played the first one. I didn't know how to beat it. I kept switching through the cameras and stuff. I was like, hey, I don't know what I need to do in this game. So I more so got confused. But I have watched a lot of people play that game. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, there was the one time where I got scared by my own shadow. It wasn't even some more so as that I got scared, but it was more I got ready to fight. I was walking home after work and I just seen something and I didn't realize like I had walked past this light. And so when my shadow, it like just came up out of nowhere, I got in a roundhouse position. I was like, nah, whoever it is, you about to get hit with a mean roundhouse kick. To play in the PS4 party chat past the night. I wish I had been there for that. Liz, you got now you gotta play Five Nights at Freddy. So and let me know. Like, message me and let me know when you do that or play any scary game because I gotta see it. Thought you bought a PlayStation? Yeah, I bought one a while ago. I bought a 4. The 4 Pro. I haven't really been playing on it lately though, but I need to. I need to get back into it. So I bought it, played Spider-Man, and then that was it. The scariest thing that happened to me was when I was showering my door slammed. If something like that would have happened, I had slipped and then gotten like in a fighting position in the shower. I had been like, I probably would have slipped and failed, hurt myself. Stuff like that. I'm like, nah, I don't like hearing noises while I'm asleep. Or asleep or at night or anything, but play fighting. I played the first one. It was alright. It didn't really scare me, but it was, you know, it was just more so confusing. Yeah, you guys. Remind me not to, no, you guys might be living near some, like, haunted houses or might be living in a haunted house. Like, alright, you guys, y'all gonna be the ones where I'm like, nah, I ain't going out in the woods with you, because that's when all the scary stuff will start happening. And I'm black too. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be the first one to die, so. Why they got the thing? I swear this game's stupid. Nah. Yeah. I ain't fooling around with y'all. Yeah. That's between you guys. I ain't fooling around with you guys. I've seen one too many scary movies. And knowing my luck, I'm gonna get thrown across the room. Ghost is like, oh yeah, we're gonna have fun with him. He ain't doing absolutely nothing to you guys. I'm like, hey yo, I'm not even the one that's living here. Like, they're the ones that's paying the bills. I'm just a friend visiting. Why I gotta get beat up? I swear, Ghosts, they'd be making it where, like, ghosts and killers are just racist. I don't get it. Oh, nah. Liz, I've been like, I told that friend, look, I don't know what's happened to you, but I'm like, you gotta go. You can't be in my house with scratches on your back. Nah, I'm good. You know, when you could go out there. I'll let you go out there, and then overall you can tell me how everything went, and then I may put a foot over the border, but that's about it. She couldn't have done it to see. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had no paranormal like moments. But my family has. Like, they've talked on some paranormal stuff that happened to them, but I think I think it's best that stuff don't happen to me, because I already know I'm abandoning ship. I'm leaving everybody. I'm like, look, if you guys ain't running behind me, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm saying, and I'm like, nah, that's on you.
In 400 yards, turn right.
You could go out there and have fun. I'll just, you could, like FaceTime me or something. I'll be there like through a phone. As soon as I see something, I'm hanging up though. So.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I think I've already told people how I'm gonna be like in like scary movie situations.
At the roundabout,
If we out in the woods and we hear something, everybody's all like, "What's that?" No, let's go investigate. I'll be like, "How about we get back in the cars and drive back home?"
yards, turn left.
Yeah, ever had sleep paralysis? Luckily, I haven't. I've had moments though where I've woke. I think it's just been me being half asleep, but everybody's all like, they can't move or can't do that, and I'm like, nah, I've been moving. If I see something in the corner breakdancing or doing whatever, nah, I'm getting up. I don't know how that sleep paralysis works, but I don't want to figure it out either. Almost every day. Oh, that's wild. That's something like that. I probably wouldn't have never went back to sleep. I just be having like bad dreams. I'll have like dreams. I'm like, hey yo, why I gotta have a dream like that? I'm like, forget that. I'm just gonna watch ridiculousness on MTV. I ain't going through all that all over again. Having a nightmare, yeah. Bro, they could have gave me that cul-de-sac. That's messed up. Can I quit this? Where did I even go? They ain't even saying like, oh. A couple nights ago, I felt like I couldn't breathe. And I woke up with the quicks. Oh, if I did that, I'd been like, nah, something ain't right. Something was trying to pat me in the chokehold. Sleep paralysis. What? Test. I don't know how that works. If I woke up out my sleep and I look over at you, you're like, okay, baking soda. Like, your eyes is closed and you're like, baking soda, cereal, Captain Crunch, freak apple juice, orange juice. I'm like, hey, what is she doing? Like, oh, no, I got. See, and that's how I had packed up and been like, I gotta go. I don't know what you're doing, but I can't be here for that. That's like the one thing I fear. It's like if like whoever my, because after watching that movie Paranormal Activities, I'm definitely gonna ask my future wife or whoever. I'm like, all right, so before we have like a committed marriage, like, do you need to tell me anything that happened in your childhood? Like, did you have like any imaginary friends, but they wasn't really imaginary? It was just some old man that died in the 1800s in your house. Like, you need to tell me these things, because I ain't trying to figure it out like halfway asleep and I get dragged out the bed and start getting swung around the room. So Woke up trying to remember what I thought. Yeah, see. I don't see dreams like, I don't know, like I had dreams where I've been dreaming about stuff and I woke up and been like, wait a minute, didn't I have? I'm like, I guess I did it. Alright, I'll just go back to sleep, but grocery list on my nightstand. Been freaking out. Yeah, I've been freaking out too. I'm like, when did I write this?
Take the third exit.
I'm saying, like, I don't want her to be like, oh yeah, by the way, like, after we got married, she's just like, oh yeah, there's a few ghosts I had to deal with when I was a kid, but you don't mind. I instantly would have started packing my stuff. I'm like, I'll send the divorce papers this weekend, but yeah, I ain't trying to get involved in no, you know, life that you had. I'm like, whoever that ghost is, that's between y'all. I ain't gonna get killed. It's on paper. See? Yeah, I'm like, that'd be kind of weird though. Wake up,
In 100 yards.
then you just see Liz over there making the grocery list. And knowing me, I've been half asleep, and I've been like, hey, make sure you add Red Bulls. Then went right back to sleep. That's my thing. I'm half asleep. I will agree with whatever I see.
You have arrived.
In a honey house. See what I'm saying? And yeah, stuff like that happens. I'm like, I'm leaving. I will defend myself because I'm like, nah, she's possessed by demons.
Turn left.
Not the red. I probably would have, because see, I'm like, I'm half asleep, so I just agree with whatever is going on. That's another thing. Don't have conversations with me when I'm half asleep. People be wanting to like talk with me and stuff. I'd send to see it's like when I'm half asleep and I wake up and somebody done sent me a message or they'll call me or something. And in my head, I don't know what's, you know, I'm trying to like processing things, like my software in my brain is updating, and so I don't know what's going on. People be trying to talk with me, and I'm like, nah, you gonna have to wait a little bit, because my brain ain't fully leveled up yet, and it ain't fully there, so. I mean, I could be, but it's a possibility, I don't know. Oh yeah, that, I was all like, Marlon Wayans, that dude is so wild. I remember watching that, and I was like, nah, that dude's wild for that. Yeah, Liz, if you watch that movie A Haunted House with Marlon Wayans, yeah, he was doing some questionable things with Annabelle. I'm like, that was just different from him, but he's always been wild like that, Marlon Wayans. If you watch like a lot of his like early movies and TV shows, dude's always been wild. Why they got these things on top of houses? They think this car can fly? I swear this one's on top of a house. Like, I'm gonna go and drop kick somebody.
200 yards. Turn right.
Dog flesh too. Yeah, Marlon Wayans. That whole movie, but it don't really surprise me that he does, because that's how he got started out. Him and his, because that dude, Marlon Wayans, he got like 100 brothers and sisters. Like, not even lying. That dude got like a whole like village of family members. And they all, like, act in movies, but, like, I think it was in the, like, late 80s or early 90s. They had, like, a TV show called In Living Color. And they did all these, like, it was kind of like Saturday Night Live, but just the black version. Because Jim Carrey, he got started off for that show. Marlon Wayans from A Haunted House. Yeah, Liz, they were, yeah, they were doing that, him and Annabelle. I was like, man, that was a questionable scene. I don't know if I could have did that scene in a movie. Because it's like you invite all your friends and family to go watch, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be starting in the movie. Then you forget that you did that scene. I've been in the movie theater like, hey, let's go outside real quick. I'm like, let's go outside for the next, like, 3.5 minutes. They be like, why? The movie's getting good. Like, nah. I'm like, nah, let's go outside. Like, nah. I believe if he was doing anything else, if he was actually penetrating, I'm like, nah, bro. Now, you took it too far. Slap them. Yeah. Yeah, there's just certain movie scenes I wouldn't do. I'm like, that you know, having a relationship with Annabelle, I don't think I would have did that.
arrived at your destination.
His parents seeing that. I'm saying, like, well, you know, they probably was laughing about it, but because they all those guys do wild movie scenes, so. But me, I'm like, nah, that's something. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I would have did that scene. I had to been desperate to do a scene like that. Like, there was like no other movie scenes that I could have did. I need to if like, you know, when if you told me that you was starring in a movie and then you was I message you, I say, hey, look, I can't watch no more movies if you gonna be doing that. Action movie. Yeah, same. I want to do like, yeah, I think with me, I want to do like fighting movies and stuff. He got faith for that. Yeah, he probably did. He probably did. What's up, Sky? Yeah, I don't know how I would have reacted if I had seen you up on that movie screen. I probably would have started laughing. I'd be like, dang, like, she really did that. I mean, I don't know. That's something it would have to be like, it would have to be in a comedy movie, but it can't be in no serious movie. Like, what's that movie with Jennifer Lopez? Hustlers. See, if they wanted me to do a movie like that, I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I get ashy too fast. Like, I don't think. Over a dog. Yeah. I'm saying, yeah, if I got paid, if they say, like, we'll give you $1 million to do that scene with Annabelle, I oiled up my whole body and been like, hey, just let me know which room I gotta go into. For $1 million, yeah, there's some things that I would do for $1 million.
400 yards.
Just realized you got 400 followers. I know, like, it was going back and forth. Somebody seen that I got to 400, then they unfollowed, then I was at 399. Then a few other people followed, and it was some stream that I was doing. Yeah, it's, there are certain movies, yeah, especially if I'm, like, married. I think that'd be so weird if I'm married, and then they're like, yeah, you gotta do this sex scene with this random girl. I'm like, can I use a stuntman for this scene? They're like, bro, you're not getting hurt or injured. I'm like, I know, but it's just weird. Like, I know we ain't doing nothing, but still, it's just weird. Because then it's like, my wife gonna think I'm cheating on her. I'm like, bro, this is like, it's a movie. I didn't even do nothing. Wow, well. Yeah. You hit 200. I know. My channel, or yeah, this, my channel, how this, bro, there's two little woods, and that thing can't, alright, I'm not even gonna question it, but, yeah, this Twitch journey, it's been something else.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
But it's been dope, though. I freaking, yeah, this year of Twitch, it was honestly dope, like, meeting a bunch of different people. The faces, his face. You doing your movie, because I think it would just be funny if they're all like the guy that you're, you know, having to do the scene with, like, or your co-star in the movie, he's like some like random like a white or a black guy, then out of nowhere just a Hispanic guy just takes in the scene for the sex scene. I've been cracking up. I'm like, okay, so yeah, this like kind of weird. I'm like, just a dark-skinned man's co-starring throughout the whole movie, then just out of nowhere, just that one scene, you just see I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't the same guy. That ain't even the same skin complexion. Speaking of acting, I've been watching Station 19. I'm upset. Station 19. I think I heard of that show. I think I heard of that show. I can't remember where I heard of it, but I heard of it. I've been cracking up because I'd be like, yeah, I'm like, she said she was gonna do that in my stream, so I'm like, nah, it could, like, everybody had been like criticizing that one scene of the movie. What's his deal? It's like, just, yeah, for that little scene, man went from black, Hispanic, right back to black. I've been cracking up. I've been like, wait a second, hold on. That's not, like, that's not who that's not that actor. Who is this? I don't know, like, that's something I just couldn't look at my family and then, you know, I'm up on, like, on a stage, like, dancing, tearing my clothes off and stuff, and then my family's just all looking at me like, all them action-packed movies we watched when you was a kid, and then you just out of nowhere decided to be a stripper in this movie. That's something I'm like, I don't know. If I think if I got paid enough, I'd be like, hey, I looked at my family and been like, hey, but I got paid for this, so. Yeah, I definitely told them, I'm like, hey, you guys might want to go outside for this next part. Like, let's all go outside real quick. Let's all go outside and pray. They're like, why? Would you? Then some, like, freaking genuine music starts playing. They look at the screen. It's just me and some, Speedos. I'm like, dang, you guys really had to see me like that. Been like, at least I'm getting that bag. What are y'all do? I know, right? They had been like, yeah, if they had looked at me different, I'd be like, hey, I got a bag for that scene, alright? So y'all can say what you want, I got paid. Being the next one. See, that's the thing, though. I ain't got, like, the body, like, physique to do that. Like, I'm skinny. Them guys is buff. So it's just all those guys that I'm like the final act or whatever, and they have been like, people have been, nah, they have been outraged. They be like, what is this? Like, who is this? Who is this young man up there? Like, I can't compete with that. And then knowing me, I'm not even like coordinated or balanced. I've been dancing, probably would have slipped off the stage, fell on some people. No, the plan. I'm saying, yeah, Sky. Yeah. They haven't been messed up recently. I got one of those, like, Wi-Fi extenders, so everything's been pretty chill. I think last time I had, like, some issues, but it was because of the weather. Hey, what's up, Witchy Spirit? Appreciate the alert. Shout out to Witchy Spirit, guys. See me in the movie. Yeah. See, that's the same thing, because I'm like, my dad would have looked at me and been like, why? All the movies you see. That's why I want to do like some action-packed movies. So at least then I'm like, okay, it ain't something where I'm like, I gotta like talk about it later. How do you get that? This game must stink. They must add some helicopters in later on. See. Yeah, Miley Cyrus. I'm like, that girl went wild one day. I don't get it either. She went from Hannah Montana to just freaking, I don't know. Be down to do a thriller. Yeah, I'll probably, my thing is, I'll be down to do like movies like that, action-packed. 100% I'd do comedy movies. And I think I would definitely play a movie if I was like, if they say, though, your character is gonna be like a psychopath, like murderer or something. I'm like, I think I could do it. She catching the bag. Yeah, Miley Cyrus, yeah, 100%. Love her as Hannah Montana. You know, I had never watched Hannah Montana growing up. Everybody was watching that show growing up. Meanwhile, I was just watching scary movies.
You have arrived at your destination.
It's like everybody else was having, like, you know, a normal childhood. Meanwhile, I was like, nah. Just go wild like that. I know she was, because I think when did she start going? I think when she did that that one video where where it was like about Jordans, J's on my feet. She did that. I was just all like, hey yo, why is she in this? I'm like, I mean, it ain't a problem, but I'm just saying, like, what was the reason? What was the conversation behind this video? Then she did Wrecking Ball, and I was like, I don't know what's going on anymore. But yeah, there's like J's on my feet. When that song came out, there was like a part of me. I wasn't into sneakers at that time, but if I was, I probably would have stopped buying Jordans for a while. When she got caught ripping a bong on video. It trips me out when celebrities, when they get caught like smoking or drinking or whatever, and fans go crazy. Like, who remembers when Justin Bieber, when he was caught smoking weed? And his fans had that trend going on talking about cut for Bieber, and they were like legit cutting themselves for him. I think I would have retired. If I had fans like that, I'd have retired. I'd said, nah, this ain't normal. Then she broke up with Liam. I know, I was all like, that's... I mean, but hey, she, you know, if relationships ain't meant to last, they ain't meant to last, so... I mean, the song was catchy, but like... It just, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be wearing Jordans out in public and then somebody starts singing that song. I probably would have took my shoes off and been like, nah, I can't wear these right now. That was not good. It wasn't. I was like, when people was doing that cut for Bieber, I was like, I am scared for that man. Really think, don't do. Does them low. Exactly. I was like, I know there has to be some, you know, people out there where it's like they might have that, like, clean image, like, you know, for TV and movies and all of that, but, you know, them guys be behind doors being wild, like. It trips me out, but. This thing better not be on top of the, No, it's just behind. How did I get in there?
At your destination.
Can I take this out? I can't break it. I thought I can like crash through it or something. Well, Justin Bieber too, he was fighting people in concerts as a grown man. That's something that I would do though. Somebody met me and I just went full on. I went from Justin Bieber to like WWE Justin Bieber. Out in public. Yeah. I think when he just, like, out of nowhere just, you know, was, like, it was more so when he started, like, acting black and then was hanging out with a group of black people. I was like, unless these are your childhood friends, man, I don't know about this. Yeah. Yeah, he had his moments where he was just carrying on. I'm like, bro, what? Where'd this all come from? Who he is now, I'm like, he's pretty chilled now, but... that middle age of Justin Bieber, I'm like, nah, bro, something ain't right. Some of his music. That's it, I'm not in love with him like I was a child. Yeah. Yeah, people, like, the way that they were carrying on about Justin Bieber back in the day, I'm like, hey, yo, that is scary to know that people like that exist. I had a paintball gun. I had like people chasing me down the street, and I'm just trying to go get me some McDonald's or something. I'd like, nah. They'd been like breaking news. Singer TMossBoss was seen shooting his own fans with a paintball gun. Like 15 people was injured. TMossBoss was later arrested. Mr. O. Justin. People says he treats Haley bad. Regret it. Marrying her. That's the case. I'm like, dang, it seemed like they be doing good. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Justin Bieber either, but I do like that new song that he came out with Chance the Rapper called Holy. I was like, that song was good, and it was more so because of like Chance the Rapper, but other than that, I'm like, I don't, you know. Oh, and Peaches. Peaches is good too. I ain't gonna lie. There's some good Justin Bieber songs out there. I'm saying, like, they have been like, yeah, we can't be, you know, fooling around with TMossBoss. That man's violent. Like, who wears black Air Forces on Sunday? Music now versus back then doesn't even compete. Yeah. It seems, I don't know, like, his music back then was alright, but his music, like, as he got older, did get, you know, progressively better. What's up, host? Some pieces sound like it should. It honestly does, though. I don't like any of them. Yeah. Yeah, there's some of his songs I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, Baby, when that song came out, I was like, hey, you guys can stop playing that. Like, play something else. Whatever y'all was playing the day before, play that. Yelling at her in public. See, I wouldn't want to have, like, no wife where she just, you know, she allows me to yell at her in public. Like, nah. Like, I want my, like, whoever my future wife is, like, please have, like, some backbone. If I yell at you in public, like, slap me. Like, then it'll make them like, dang, okay, I can't do that. But if he did do that, I'm like, hey, yo, Justin, like, you was singing Baby when you was like 13 years old. Stop it. Stay by Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber was good too. I think, have I heard that? I probably did hear that song. Kid Laroi, that's somebody I haven't really heard a whole lot of his music, but I need to. There are like some of his songs. I mean, the songs I hear on TikTok, but other than that, I don't really be going around listening to a lot of his music. What happened behind closed doors? Yeah. Yeah, if anything is going on behind closed doors, like, you know it's going to come out eventually. Never let a man yell at me. Yeah, it's like I'm saying, like, I think, you know, just to talk to, like, just all ladies, like, yeah, if a guy yells at you in public, like, yeah, you have the right to, like, kind of look, smile, and be like, you don't know what you just got yourself into, and just go off on him. Okay, I love that song, Boyfriend by Got Bullied For It. I don't think I heard that song. I didn't listen to a whole lot of Justin Bieber when I was in high school. What music was I listening to? I think I had just gotten into like dubstep and EDM, so I was more so listening to that when I was in high school. And Kid Cudi. Your song got annoying throughout the years. It's like, no, I can't. Honestly, I can't. That song, it got to a point where I was all like, hey, if I hear that song one more time, like, I'm putting somebody in a sleeper. They're like, what if it's a 90-year-old grandmother? I'm like, well, that 90-year-old grandmother is getting put in the sleep. I'm playing. I ain't gonna put no 90-year-old grandmother in the sleeper. Anyone ever yells at me, yell at them louder. Depends on the situation. Yeah. Yeah, if somebody yells at me in public, I'm just gonna look at them and laugh and just be like, yeah. I'm like, now that person I would put in a sleeper. And that's the thing where I'm like, I'll roast somebody for yelling at me. And if they get in my face, or maybe if they get in my face, then I'll probably fight them. But if they're like standing at a distance and they're yelling at me, I'm like, you look like Pee Wee Herman. Like, just stop talking to me. Don't say nothing else. Trying to listen to old Justin songs. That one comes, I skip it. I think everybody does, you know, and that's a song where it's like, you listen to that, you gotta be a big fan of Justin Bieber.
You have arrived at your destination.
What, saying that I tell somebody they look like Pee Wee Herman? I would legit, that's the thing, people don't understand, like, I have developed, like, a roasting, I'm a black belt in roasting. Or whatever is the second belt to, like, black belt. That's what I am in roasting. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm, like, the Bruce Lee of roasting people, but I'm like maybe, like, Jet Li or, like, Jackie Chan. Like, I might have, like, I ain't as good, but I am good. Calls me Pete. Dang. That's messed up. I roasted my own family, though. I've looked at my own family and just, you know, I've called them, like, certain names. But it's cool, though, because it's like, that's our, you know, that's what we do. That's just, you know, that's our sense of humor. Same. Yeah, it's like, but we'll, like, I think it trips out a lot of people, because when I tell them, like, some of the names, because I've called, like, my own mom, like, some, like, certain slavery names. And that, you know, that's just our sense of humor. She said it to me, I've said it to her, and that's overall what we do to each other. And people, they get like, they trip out about it. They're like, wait a minute, you said that to your mom? I'm like, yes, I got it from her. People, they trip about that. There's this girl I follow on TikTok. She always obsessed with Justin. She's Going to see him 5 times in 1 year in different cities. Like, girl, he ain't. Yeah, somebody that does all that. And I'm like, you must come from a rich family to do all of that. Trying to get in here since you started streaming. Busy today, and my phone been whack. Saying this to. Damn, that's messed up. What commercial? I don't think Eminem. Oh, they might because of the Christmas and all of that. Roast them off looks, but how they act, it wasn't play. Oh, I roast people looks, acts. I will roast their clothes. I roast their personality, their hairstyle, everything about them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I'm either what is it, a brown belt or either a black belt in roasting. Can't roast each other. We end up fighting. I don't think it's ever led to that point. But it has gotten to points where it's like, dang, that was a good one. Family has their own sense of humor every time best friend tells. You say that to it, bruh. I don't think I could, even if that's their sense of humor, I don't think I could ever say that to one of my friends' moms. You know, I might, like, if we do have a sense of humor, then I'm like, okay, but I won't say no stuff like that. That's not even roasting. That's like, bruh. That's something, I wouldn't even say that to, like, somebody that I don't like. That's one thing, it trips out a lot of people. I do not call women, the B word. I remember I told some coworkers that, I'm like, I just don't. I know it's a disrespectful word to them, so I don't say it. Either. Yeah, there's just, you know, there's certain things I just won't say to people. But if they're short, oh, I'm making fun of their height. Like, if somebody says something about me, they're all like, oh, you're an unsuccessful YouTuber. And I'm like, and you're shorter than Terry Cruz's ponytail. I'm like, so now what? Like, anything else you would like to say? Not the height. Oh, I will clown on people for their height. If they're like really, even if they're not even really short, they could be like maybe a couple of inches smaller than me. I still make fun of their height. You know, because his family's so kind. You know, it's Thanksgiving since they know you. Yeah, I'm like, you guys must be, like, cool with each other to say some stuff like that. But me, I'm like, nah. I'll say something about their height. I've roasted I've roasted people in their shoes. I roasted my own mom in her shoes. I say she got, like, the biblical 11s, the Jesus 12s, Jerusalem 1s. Best friend's contact name is Alex. Dang, test. I think I don't even usually do that with my friends in the contacts. Well, one of my friends, I just call her the weird cat lady because she has like a weird obsession with cats. Truly, I never. Even if she's making me mad, I still would just roast her. Dang, I ain't gonna flip. No, I'm good. Talking about her face mold being natural birth. Dang, that's messed up. That is messed up. I roast red and I bully. Yeah, you like, see, now it's like with you guys, I'm like, now if it's like friends like that, then I'm like, okay, I'm crashing clean in that tree. No, I'm good. Thing they usually go after. Oh yeah, then somebody, even though I wear glasses too, I'll roast somebody for wearing glasses. Like if somebody's like squinting and things, I'm like, dang, Velma. I'm like, what you looking for? Like, I say some stuff to a person, I'm like, dang, maybe. And then there's been times where I have said stuff to people, and I'm like, dang, I think I might went too far with that one. See, and then, like, you had said that to me, Liz. And then I had say, you know, you sound like the Tasmanian devil when you scream. So I had said that, and I'd be like, okay, now that to me, that's just, like, roasting on easy. But I remember there was a time when I was in your stream and you was yelling about something. I was like, dang, she sounds just like that Tasmanian devil from Looney Tunes. I should turn that into a video or something. Like, nobody. Like, Liz playing Fortnite. Or no, what was that one kid from Rocket Power? The one kid that never spoke English, or Boomhauer from King of the Hill? Okay, let me stop. I'm like, I ain't said too much. From to atomic. Well, what you just said to the one dude's mom, I'm like, that's atomic. That's nuclear. I'm like, you didn't say, like, yeah, what you just said, you said to the one. Should play Fortnite to roast you. Well, I'm saying, like, who won, no, actually, who is winning the most when the last time we played Fortnite? I'm saying, like, I got us the W. Or at least I got more kills. So I'm saying, you don't want this Fortnite work. Just wild. Wasn't even my best, yeah. I'm trying to think, what was, like, the best thing I've ever, like, or the best roast I've said to somebody?
In 100 yards, turn.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't really, like... Because this boy's so just with friends and family, and I wouldn't say, like, I've said anything crazy towards them. Just for a minute. You've been playing, what have you... It's like Apex?
In 400 yards, turn right.
It's like everybody been streaming Apex. That's the one game where I'm like, nope. I tried, and I just can't do it. I'm like, if Unwin, she don't want me to roast her, because I'm like, hey, I know a word, I know I can say a certain word that you can't say. I ain't gonna say what that word is, but I'm just saying. Cannot play. Yeah, Apex that's a game where I'm like, I tried playing it, and I'm like, nah, it's too much. I ain't gonna do that to myself. Game ain't gonna stress me out. Bros. It's just my thing, because I'm like, I know if I get into it, a fight with somebody, then I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna stop fighting them until they start crying. I'm like, okay, I can't fight everybody, especially women. So I'm like, but I can't roast them. My mom told me, it's like, don't put your hands on a woman, but she never said that I can't roast a woman. So, oh yeah, it's like, gloves is off if it's roasting, but... Lay at the doctor's office made my friend mad. I almost made her cry, no lie. Said this, but you gotta know it's Spanish to get it. Said she had culo de lonja, which means her neck so fat. Looked like stomach. Dang, that's messed up. That's like, cause she done heard that before. That's why she's crying. She all like, dang. Even he done said my neck looked like stomach layers. If I'm back talk, I'm hurting feelings. I'll go to your daddy issue. Dang. Yeah, it's like if somebody says some stuff that makes, like, you know, me upset, I'm like, if like it ain't even roasting, like, nah, I'm just gonna be disrespectful at that point. If somebody says something and it makes me mad, oh, I'm being disrespectful. He did. God, yeah, that's dang. You ain't had to go for the neck, man. She probably trying to, like, save up to get the surgery, and you was like, you were the final straw. She's like, I'm gonna get a clip. I'm gonna clip this neck back. I'm gonna go for it. Looks. I go for it. Somebody makes me mad enough, I go for it all. I'll say some disrespectful stuff too. Like, if somebody makes me mad, and it's over, I'm like, well, dang. I'm like, they got me upset. They got me a little bit upset. I'll say some stuff. I'm like, hey, did your significant other cheat on you? I'll say some stuff like that, and I'm like, okay. Then I think about it later on and be like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. Nah, I was like, they were kind of sad about that, so. Wait, what did I say? Bro, you out here saying things in Spanish like I don't know what Spanish. I don't know the certain Spanish words. Remember, I am African American. I am not a dark Hispanic person. There is a difference. You're trash. Even if I am trash myself, Liz, I still go after somebody's looks. I'm going after the things that keep them up at night. Sad boy hours. Yeah. Yeah, that's I'm like, I actually would live up to the first part of your name, Liz. I'd say some stuff that's like extremely toxic. I'm saying like, yeah, y'all got me confused with like them like African American Hispanic people or African Hispanic people. It's like them Hispanic people where it's like, dang, bro, like you can actually say the N-word because you're that black. Nah, I'm playing. Dark Hispanic person hear that, he was like, I can say it now. It takes a lot. It don't even take a lot for me. It's just more so a button I press, and the next thing you know, I'm like, I'm officially toxic. It's like a Hulk thing. I think that's why I more so like would say about my like toxic side. I remember I roasted. It was we're friends now, but I remember when we very first like had like we had like our first interaction with each other back in elementary. I remember he made fun of my last name, and then I made fun of his, and he got down in the classroom and started crying. I was just looking. I was just like, hey, he brought that on himself. I like no, you know what? I had a lot of Hispanic coworkers at my old job, so those guys was constantly like teaching me how to say certain words, and I'm like, I didn't even sign up for it. I just came there to be a cashier, but yeah, you'll learn a thing or two hanging around a bunch of Hispanic people. So I realized I made more people cry than times I cried myself. I'm saying like, I think once I make a person cry, then that's when I'll stop. But if they haven't cried, then I'm like, okay, I'll just keep going and going until I see at least a tear. Either that, or I get a person to the point where they just yelling so much where they're not even like, they are speaking like, the kid from Rocket Power or the Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes. That's the one that they always said the most. They were always saying culo at my old job. Like, they said it's like they had to say it at least like once a day. Or like once every hour. That's more common. I think they said it a few times. Not a whole lot. But there are some days. I'm freaking racing. I'm tired of trying to get all these signs, and they're all like signs as up on top of buildings and crap. Way is also popular. I ain't never heard of that. Last where I learned Spanish. Those guys, I remember they wanted me to like learn full sentences. I'm like, bro, you guys, I'm not. I wasn't even in the Spanish class when I was in high school, so I was like, yeah, y'all gonna have to, contact somebody else for that. I don't know a whole lot of us like Spanish words, and then even like going and trying to like learn full sentences. I'm like, nah, I'm not that advanced.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
Yeah, I don't trust anything Wholesome says when it comes to Spanish words, sentences, or any of that other stuff.
Turn sharp left.
206, 231, 28. Let's go for that. I'm gonna use this Bentley. I freaking love the Bentley in this game. Yeah. Wholesome going to tell you some stuff. You know, went up to a group of Hispanic people and repeated the same thing he said. Now them guys, now you up there running down the street. Girl in that, yeah. I got to translate or ask somebody that, you know, actually, you know, they ain't gonna steer me wrong when it comes to Spanish. Doing construction. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, I don't trust you when it comes to Spanish, Wholesome. I don't trust you at all. I'm like, I'll go and go back to one of them like teachers at my high school and learn from them. That was like one thing about like the Hispanic people at my old job. It was just funny, like, cause you like English wasn't their first language, but they were good though. They were good, but man, there would be certain words, including my first name, that they would just butcher. They'll come up to me, they're like, Taylor. I'm like, what? They're like, Taylor, your first name, Taylor. I'm like, no, it's Tyler, bro. There ain't no A's in my first name, so it's a E. Next day, all over again, Taylor, and I'm like, bro, it's all right. You know, I'm just gonna go with it, bro. All the time, all the time. And then I remember there was like some Ukrainian and Russian kids at my school. They didn't even call. They replaced the L in my name and put a W there. So instead of saying Tyler, they would say Tywer. And I'm like, bro, that's. We've been going to the same school since like elementary. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Or no, middle school. But yeah, it was wild at times. I know I'll never forget. There was like the one teacher. It was an art teacher. She paired me up with this kid. He had just came to the school, but he did not speak English at all. And I was like, that was... But we were both having fun in that class. Save your spray. Wait a minute. So am I getting sprayed or am I spraying the employee? Because if I'm spraying the employee, I'm like, that's just so weird. Yeah, I don't know, like, so do you have, like, a, what, no, because didn't you say, like, Liz isn't your name, or is it, like, that's, like, your, Twitch name, but your name is something else? And, yeah, Unuin, I'm like, alright, yeah, because I messed up your name when we very first became friends. I was saying, Unin. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that don't feel right. Part of my middle. Okay. Please getting sprayed. That's so weird. Don't use on. Okay. Subs with. The teacher. If it was like a sub that was like from a different country, that'd be the only way they would mess up my name. I remember it was back in middle school. They hired this African substitute teacher. That dude, he was butchering everybody's name. Your name could have been J. He'll call you, like, G or something. That dude, he butchered everybody's name. It didn't matter if your name, it was just one letter. My name is Christian always. Have multiple people say Christina. Nah. That's why I started roasting people. I'm like, there is no A at the end of my name. It ain't even spelled that way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but there's just people out there, they just can't pronounce names. I know I can't. People, they'll come through and they be all like, oh, this is my name. And their name is like Akon's name or something. And I'm like, that's not your name. I'm like, I'm just going to call you Akon. He's like, no, you got to call me by my full name. I'm like, nah, we can fight before I do that, but I ain't calling you by your full name. Like, if you guys haven't, look up Akon's full name. And then post a video of yourself trying to say it, because I need some videos I can laugh at today. Post it and tag me in it. I had subs from different, they always said my name right. Yeah, because they understand, but if it's some American people, Liz, depending on what your name is, like, yeah, that's when now I'm kind of curious, because I'm like, you know, I'm going to try to test it. I'm going to try to, like, test to see if I can pronounce your name. Sure, I was stop responding when they ask me, Miss, you want to raise my hand up, say Christian. Exactly. I am going to try it. Alright, like, you know what, let me try it after this race. I'm going to look his name up and try to say it after his race. I've said it here before. Did you really? I straight up forgot. I think, okay, I mean, if I say it right, I'm like, alright. But no, let me see. Let me look up Akon's name real quick. Because that man, he got a name, and I'm like, that's not a name, bro. That's a Bible. Like his league. I mean, it is, but it's like his, like, 15th name out of all the names that this man... Okay. Alright, so that's Aliani Damala Badara Akon Thayam. I had said that name in the classroom. He had been like, that's not how you say it. I'm like, well, that's how I'm saying it today. Like, name sounds like it's a freaking curse. I feel like a bunch of thunder and lightning is going to appear over my head. Yeah, we sticking to A. Exactly. That man got that old long name. I'm like, bro, what is that? Just casted a spell. I'm pretty sure I did. There's probably somebody in this world right now, their whole body just fell apart. Like, you, every time you say that name, like, somebody's body just crumbles. I'm saying, like, his name is not, that name is not normal. Imagine being a substitute teacher. I looked and said, bruh, I don't know whose name this is, but we ain't gonna say that.
When it is safe to do so.
I'm telling you probably are. Sound like a Harry Potter like spell or something. I feel like I should have like one of them sticks, and then just like Aliadi Damala Badar Akon Thayam. Then just out of nowhere, a bunch of stuff just starts happening. Akon's music starts playing. Everybody's like, what is going on right now? Sounds like, oh, exactly. Shakespeare probably says some stuff like that, and everybody was standing around him talking about, bro, this man's spitting. I'm pretty sure he was. He said some stuff like that. I've been like, I looked at him and said, look, I don't know what that is, but that was fire, bro. Akon probably can't even say his name. That's why he just says Akon. I've been mad. I asked my parents, I was like, okay, like, why would you give me that long name? Rap the whole verse. I'm telling you, what sounded any different from what I just said, from what Kendrick Lamar said, that Spanish verse in Collard Greens, that song he did a few years ago. It's like, I could be over the same beat, say Akon's name, and then everybody gonna be like, hey, yo, that man's spitting. I don't know what he said, but that man's spitting. How much for a feature? $5 billion. That's how much I want to get paid from. That's how much I want to get paid for features. Be in the music video. Yeah, you gotta be the backup dancer. Nah, that'd be the funniest video ever. I feel like Unwin, you dance like how the people dance in Grand Theft Auto. Like that mission I played yesterday of San Andreas when he was at the beach dancing. That's how Unwin dance. She dances like a Grand Theft Auto character, which isn't bad. I'm like, they had rhythm, but be singing and stuck in together vibe exactly. I'm saying you have rhythm, but it's it's GTA San Andreas rhythm. Nah, Unwin's a breakdancer. I remember we talked on this before. Unwin was like she was a stunt person and You Got Served. I add to the track. Probably. It gotta be like one of those, you know how like when they do those remix songs, like they'll have like the original song, and then they have like the remixes, and it's like 20 people on the song for no reason. They don't really have verses, they just say the line and that's it. There's so many songs out there they do that, and I'm like, bro, just, man, songs is not long today. Songs be 30 seconds, and then the artist be like, that's the full song. Like, that's an intro, bro. That is not a full song. Yeah, Unwin's a breakdancer, guys. I'm still trying to, like, find videos of her breakdancing, but I'm pretty sure there's a video of Unwin out there wearing, like, an Adidas tracksuit spinning around on her head. Speaking of breakdancing, anybody know that Vin Diesel, he used to breakdance? There's, like, a video of him when he had hair, he was young. And he was, yeah, he was breakdancing. I was like, wow. Just the things that you will find on the internet. I would never do a song with Ice JJ Fish. Now that's somebody where I'm like, nah, I would retire from music. If he called, I just looked at my phone and waited for it to stop ringing. Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo is an artist where I'm like, well, he came out in that era where, like, Trey Songz and Chris Brown... Well, Chris Brown came out before those guys, but... Just a light-skinned dude that just looked like he's about to cry and start singing. I'm like, man, y'all should not be that sad in your music. He's the one that did that trumpet song. That's why I don't listen to Jason Derulo, because he did that trumpet song. I'm like, nope, never again. So I wanted to give him a chance, but I'm like, nope. But I think if it was a toss-up between the two, Jason Derulo or Ice JJ Fish, 100% Jason Derulo. Ice JJ Fish, when he came out with that song, it was like Something About You or whatever that song was called. I was like, bruh, you should have thought that one through. Nah, definitely ain't doing it with no Island Boys. It's like, you gotta be I'm like, what islands did you guys come from? Rhode Island? Or the one, what's the Rikers Island? Or not Rikers Island. What is it? Isn't there an island in New York? Unit, please post a video of yourself singing that song. Please. Neither, wholesome. I'd rather retire. Yeah, I'm like, those guys, they're not from no islands that they trying to make it out to be. Them guys is from, like, Rhode Island. Or, Long Island? Is that the island in New York? It's some island in New York, but still, I'm like, that's where them guys is from. Embarrassed even though. Please, Unwin, please, sing that song. Hey yo, everybody spam Unwin needs to sing in chat. We need to hear some we need to hear that mixtape. Hashtags sing Unwin. We all gotta spam that. We gotta make it happen. I feel like Unwin, like her singing is like you're gonna hear it, then you're gonna be like, why does she sound so angry? I feel like Unwin singing is like equivalent to like if Marshawn Lynch had started singing or something. Middle school choir. I'm trying there. I don't think there was no videos of me singing or anything from when I was in, because I remember they used to have it where we had like a choir thing in elementary. I lip sync. I was lip syncing before anybody. But yeah, we gotta make it happen. On my channel, so take it down. Just gotta live with it. I know that's messed up. I think there's like an old video of like of me from when I was in high school, and the school was doing some old dumb musical stuff, and they was like all the kids gotta be involved in it, and I was like, I really don't want to, but I guess. But yeah, Unwin, alright, like Unwin, set a goal for how many Twitch followers I get for you to sing a song. How many followers do I need to get you to sing? Every time that you get undressed. What? I will not be getting undressed. What are you talking about? Either that was bad timing or what we just said. I'm like, oh, you're singing a song. I was like, what is you doing? I'm like, who is getting undressed? No, I will not. I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, time out. What did this just turn into? I asked for a number, she said, nah, get undressed. I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I was all like, that is mad aggressive what you just said there. Like, I would know. I'm scared now. I was like, that just came from nowhere. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna go into hiding. Hey, that's actually kind of nice. That's that's one of those Lamborghini trucks. Oh, I gotta drive that. Yeah, Unwin be up on the stage like no auto-tune, singing her heart out, and that would be the greatest thing ever. Oh, I have been in that crowd cracking up. Unwin gotta sing at my wedding. Please. Please sing at my wedding. I will pay you like $10,000 to sing at my wedding. You guys sing Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You at my wedding, and you gotta hit high notes. Like $10,000 and all the free food that you can eat. Delivery room. Okay, that's just an odd place to be singing, but I mean, if that's your request. I think I might take the all-wheel drive out that Agera RS. Yeah, but like you can dress up like her and then just be her at my wedding for like a couple of hours. Yunuin been singing. Everybody been looking like, who is this one? I'm gonna be up on the stage just cracking up. Cause Yunuin, she got a singing voice. She trying to like make it seem like she don't, but I know Yunuin got a singing voice. And it's I feel like Yunuin's singing voice is just her screaming. Preacher had been like, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Doors just kick open. Yunuin just starts singing Whitney Houston. Everybody's looking like, who is this woman? I honestly, no, I'm ready for that. It's been messed up since. Yeah, she had like that one moment she was singing, voice just started like cracking, going in and out. Nah, I'll never forget that happened to this one girl. She was singing, I think, what song was she singing? It was our 8th grade celebration, and that girl, she was singing her heart out too. She was doing good. Then she hit a high note, then out of nowhere, cough attack. She started having the worst cough attack of her life. We're all in the crowd like looking. Then what caused us to all start laughing because she forgot to turn her microphone off and she just started cussing up a storm. Oh man, I was in that I was cracking up so hard. Yeah, you come off as somebody that don't like you just scream. You sound like you're singing a heavy metal version of Whitney Houston. Yeah, I'm saying like that's something Yunuin, she has to sing at my wedding now. If she don't sing at my wedding, then I'm like, nah, then I don't know. We gotta do a virtual wedding on PlayStation or something. Do it in Grand Theft Auto. Oh, that's a sick place where they got the exhaust pipes. They got like in the like, but see, I'll be kind of scared because isn't the head? Yeah, the person's head is there. It just takes one wrong move. That thing done blew up in the back of my head, and I don't like that. I don't like it no more. But yeah, you sing at my wedding, and I'll sing at yours. Alright, deal? I'm gonna have my wedding first, so I'll make sure Yunuin sings at my wedding. Then she was like, okay, I'm getting married this weekend. You gonna be there? I'm like, dang. Like, some stuff came up. I ain't gonna be able to make it, but I'll be there in spirit. I'll sing in spirit. Gonna be like Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. I know that's exactly what I'm gonna do. When it was in the beginning of Rush Hour 3 and he was singing Prince, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Either that or lip sync. I'll lip sync. That was a good scene, too. Rush Hour 3 was like, it was good. Like, they were all good movies. I'm trying to think, like, yeah, and she gonna be up there at the stage singing. I'm just gonna be, like, in just tears. That's got, like, because I don't think a lot of people have seen me, like, get to that point where I'm laughing so hard to where I'm crying. Like, I think that would definitely bring that out of me. Yunuin up on stage just singing her heart out. That would get me to a point where I'm crying my eyes out, and then people are going to be like, hey, yo, stop laughing. Ain't no control. I'm too far gone. Hopefully I need to give start. Alright. But has anybody ever had a moment like that where you laughed like you were like literally crying? Like you had thought somebody like had hurt you the way you was laughing so hard? Am I the only one that's ever experienced a laugh like that? Because I feel like that's the like granddaddy of all laughs. Like that's like top tier laughing. I think I've had like one moment like that in my life. That once or twice, yeah. I think I told you guys before, the kid, he thought we were having an actual lockdown, but it was a drill. I was laughing all the way from school till like 7 o'clock that night. And that was like, what, midday or like close to the end of the day? So like, what, maybe noon or like 1 p.m.? Started crying because my size and stuff. I'm saying, they be the best laughs. I had like laughs where my stomach would hurt, but no, I've had times where I've laughed so hard, like I was crying. Like if you had walked in at the crying part, you had been like, oh no, somebody hurt that man. Those be the best laughs, but yeah, for those that didn't hear that story, yeah, that kid, we were having like a practice lockdown. They even said on the intercom thing, it's a practice lockdown. It's not real. And he must have like didn't hear them when they said that. And so he heard the door rattle. Oh my God, that kid started freaking out. He was all in that classroom like yelling, screaming. As soon as we got outside, he just started darted down the hallways, just running. And then it didn't really like hit me, but it was just kind of like slowly building up. And then yeah, once we got into the classroom, like kids were trying to tell him like, hey yo, like Connor, it was fake, it wasn't real. He's just going off on everybody. Like he was yelling at the teacher, yelling at the kids in the classroom. I was laughing so hard. I was like, it was a good portion of that conversation I didn't even hear. Teachers like looking at me talking about stop laughing. I'm like, you really think I'm gonna stop laughing? Like, nah, it's too late. I laughed like from that. I think I stopped once when I was like catching the bus and walking home. But once I got back in the house, like I was gone. So imagine laughing like 6-7 hours straight. Like, I know that could wasn't healthy. I'm surprised I didn't pass out from laughing that hard. I'm trying to think. Have I had any other moments where I laugh like that? I'm trying to think. I don't think there's even any YouTube videos. There's like videos where I was like laughing hard. But no, I don't think there's any other times like... Well, no, there was a couple of times I watched videos and they got me to the point where I felt like I was going to pass out from laughing. It was just non-stop laughing, but... No, I don't think I've ever got to a point where I've cried. Why somebody gonna be like the old lady from Titanic talking about it's been 84 years, going the whole like Titanic story and the last time they laughed or had a good laugh. That's where my body had attacked myself, had inner pain while laughed. That's called a stroke. That's either a heart attack or a stroke. That's what that is. Like, you know, you was having a medical emergency. That's not healthy. I'd definitely get that checked out. I'll be so bad, like, you know, you gotta have a medical emergency every time you laugh. Like, nah. I'll tell people I'd like... So that's somewhere you just gotta live out in the woods and just have like no interactions and just have nothing but sad movies to stop all that. But yeah, that's either a heart attack or a stroke. That's kind of... Yeah, that's not healthy. Your body attacks itself. Like, listen to what you just said. Your body attacks itself when you start laughing. That's nah, man. You need to be in freaking Arkham Asylum if you do that. Like, imagine you tell a joke to somebody and they just start punching themselves in the face. Like, you gotta worry about them. Maybe. Not even a well, maybe. Like, nah, like, that's my official diagnosis. I've never... Who does that happen to? Who does... You tell me, who does that happen to? That's not a it happens moments. Nah. Yeah, you're the only one that happened to. You're the only person that's ever said that. Unless somebody else would like to stand up and talk about the time where they've attacked themselves for laughing. But other than that, I ain't never heard nobody talk on no stuff like that. You're the only one that said that. So that's not a it happens. Nah, you got a medical emergency going on with you. You need medication. People still do that to their names, where they add like a bunch of X's. Tacoman. And he probably ain't even from Tacoma. Check my phone real quick. It's like the 360 day. I'm saying, like, that's what I was saying. Like, do people still do that with their names? I never, the name I've always had, gaming tags, like, yeah, it's going out the home button. But yeah, like, the name that I have on here, it's the TMossBoss. That's been my name, like, ever since I got my Xbox, Xbox 360. Ever since I've had an Xbox, I was like, it's always been my name. I've never changed my name. I'm like, I've had it where there's been so many of my friends, they've went through like numerous name changes on Xbox. But my name is like easy to remember. Even though there's people out there that would still mess up on my like TMossBoss name. I've had people Tommy Boss, T-Boss Moss, TMossBoss, what other names? Like every other name besides TMossBoss. That is 6, right? Yeah, there's just names where it's like, it's easy to remember, so... I'm like, TMossBoss is the... Now, I know I was mad, though. I remember when I was creating a TikTok account, and somebody had already had the TMossBoss name. I was like, nah, it ain't gonna be the same, but whoever it was, they deleted their account, and then I was able to take over the name. So when I very first did create a TikTok account, TMossBoss, I think it was like official TMossBoss or something like that.
Turn sharp left.
I was like, I'll track that person down. Watch it have been me. I created the account, but I just forgot like I created it. But I think I tried signing in and they wouldn't let me. So I was like, no, it couldn't have been me. I tried all the different emails I have and I was like, it ain't me. So... somebody was trying to set me up. Somebody did that on purpose.
You have arrived at your destination.
Can I use one of the fast cars? Because I'm like, bruh, come on, man. There we go. What car can I use? What car did I use last time? I don't like these cars. Wait. That's 3. 31 minutes, okay. Yeah, let's see what cars I can use here. Did they give me that Lamborghini? I can't even use that Lamborghini truck. Is it a C-Class car? Probably a C-Class car. Oh, dang, what class is it? Bro, did they not give me that car? Bro, this game is clowning. Nah, hold up. Now I went through C class and the car wasn't there. Now all of a sudden it's there. I don't know what kind of magician Houdini stuff they just pulled, but shipping the Hertz away. Even if they even had Hertzes in this game, I would not buy it. I don't fool around with cars like that. Although I think what game had? I think it was Saints Row 2. Nah. I would never buy a Hertz. Real life, or that's like, yeah, that's one car I will always avoid, is a Hertz. I wish somebody would try to sell me a Hertz in real life. I should have made this faster. That's what I should have did. Because I might not even win this race. That's kind of dope. They gave me a Lamborghini truck. But who was driving this back in the 80s? Like, cars is already expensive, I think, back then. So it's like, who was driving this? Like, whoever was Jeff Bezos back in the 80s? Smoking that. I wouldn't. I don't want a Hertz. I don't want to be near a Hertz. I don't want to be inside of a Hertz. I mean, obviously, you know, the day I passed, but to be alive, no. Probably ain't gonna win this race, but I just overall wanted to see what this car was all about. I sound like I hit a tree, and I'm like, it wasn't even no trees there. See myself. Cosmetic surgery. Yeah, I don't either. I'm like, whatever I was born with, that's what I'm going to end up leaving this earth with, so. I mean, I ain't going to judge a person for getting it. Well, I mean, if they go above and beyond with it, like, oh, I want Kylie Jenner lips, but it looks like your lips are like two parachutes like connected with each other, like, yeah, I'm like, I think you went a little bit over. It's where they try to do it to look like others. Like, there was the one guy that was getting cosmetic surgery to look like Justin Bieber, and I'm like, bro, you're not Justin Bieber, okay? Like, I'm sorry to break that news to you, like, but you're not. Or the one girl was trying to look like Barbie. I'm like, that's a doll, okay? Like, people, like, it's all right, but just embrace who you are. That's my advice to people out there that think on that stuff. People would change their nose and things like that. Honestly, altering yourself. I guess, like, you know, like, if it's, like, for medical reasons, because I remember I did talk on some stuff like that, and there was, like, one of my friends, like, she got, like, upset over it, And she was just like, oh, if it's like for medical reasons. I'm like, all right, yeah, if it's one thing, it's medical. But if you're doing it trying to look like somebody, it's like, nah, it's like, you know, it's pointless. Like, you're here to look like yourself, so you can motivate others to be like, oh, they're comfortable in their skin, they're comfortable in their body, so. But yeah, it's like, people, they get mad over that, and I'm like, fam, like, if it's for medical reasons, like, alright, cool, like, I know there's that surgery to, like, get breast implants to, you know, stop, like, breast cancer. I'm like, alright, yeah, it's fine, it's, like, 100% cool, but you're doing it because it's like, oh, I want, like, bulletproof vest or breast or something. No, like,
Turn around when it is safe
you
to
need to
do
go
so.
that way.
In 200 yards, turn left. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Gonna probably do this last race and then call it a day in this stream. So what other movies? I haven't really been watching like a whole lot of movies like Frozen, like scary movies and stuff. I've just been more so watching movies like I've seen. I'm trying to think any. Oh no, there's the one movie called Old. That movie was crazy. That was a pretty crazy movie. I definitely recommend watching that. The ending kind of like throws you off because it's like, bro, why? Who? How is that even possible? I thought it was gonna be like some Twilight Zone type stuff. I'm like just unanswered questions and things, but then they did answer the questions. I'm like, the question could have been better left like unanswered, but like we just didn't overall know like what happened, just to, you know, leave like the mysterious, like, you know, part of the movie in, but no, they didn't do all that. But yeah, it was that. Then with comedy, I did see. I watched that movie on Netflix with Ryan Reynolds and The Rock, and that girl that plays as Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot or whatever her last name is. That movie is good. Red Notice. That's a pretty good movie. For those that have Netflix, I would recommend watching that. We Wonderland, I think, SN Five Night Freddy. Oh, it might be. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know they even had a movie. There we go. Are you gonna give me a good car? Maybe, possibly. Out of all the, this game, I swear. Like, you passed up all those cars to give me a freaking clown car. It's got Nicolas Cage. I heard he had some movies coming out. This car is freaking, that's silly, bro. That is silly that they give somebody some stuff like that in the game. Out of all the cars they could have given me, that's the car they decide, like, oh yeah, we're gonna give him that. Like, yeah, that's why. What's the ratings that this game got? I need to see real quick. Oh, they had the new Venom. $20 for that movie? Dang, I really don't want to spend $20 on a movie, but nah, what was the ratings that they gave this game? Because then it'll all make sense. Yeah, 3 stars. Yeah, it makes sense why this game got 3 stars. Gameplay is amazing, but yeah, them 2 stars that's missing is because they always giving people crap in this game, man. I swear, it's like, then people are like, whoever created Forza, this last Forza, they are high. But anyways, yeah, I will overall talk to you guys later. Thank you to everybody that stopped by today's stream. Stay tuned for the next stream later on tonight. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today, and peace.